so good to be here. I love you. And thank you so much for really pulling this together. I love this concept and this idea. And I was tuning in just earlier. I asked Vicky backstage, is there anything you want me to share? And Vicky said, look, just share what's on your heart, share what's present to you. And so I was just dropping in quickly and really beginning to tap into this unified field, which Vicky is holding and creating so beautifully. I'm just really feeling right now, there's so much shifting on the planet. We're in a time where there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of people questioning everything in terms of what is going on globally on the planet. And for the first time ever, it's evident that we're not just a country or a community going through something, but we're really shifting on a planetary and global scale. And what I want you to know right now is that we're in a moment of great opportunity. All of this, everything that we're seeing, all the chaos, the madness, all of it is divinely planned and laid out exactly as it's meant to be. Now, in this process, what we're shifting and going through on a planetary scale is we are shifting into the new. And there's been many people out there who have been voicing and intentionalizing and praying and wishing and hoping that new systems will emerge, new political systems, new financial systems, new economic systems, new schooling systems, new healthcare systems, right? All of these systems that people have been saying, look, the system's broken. I really desire something new. The good news is that is beginning to anchor in, that we're in the process of actually shifting into that. However, this change does not happen when you just decide it and then you wake up one day and then there's new systems in the world. Like, we're going through the transition process right now and we're literally in it right now. Okay, so the phase of the transformation which we're currently in is the clearing and purging and shifting process, which is necessary. We're clearing out collective global karma on a planetary level, right? And we're shifting this out in order to create space for the new to actually anchor in. Now, why is this so crazy for individuals? Because we're all connected. We're all connected. You're not separate from me, who's not separate from Vicky, who's not separate from what's going on the planet. We're all connected right now. So if we actually desire to actually anchor these new systems that many of us have been talking about for a long time on the planet, well, guess what? These new systems start within you. If you have a dream and you're pulled to maybe a new financial system and that excites you, then guess what? That starts within you. That starts within you clearing out and shifting any old systems within your field. That starts within you shifting out any old belief systems that have been holding you back, and you birth and you dream and you cultivate this new system from the inside out. This is literally being birthed through each and every single one of you right now. And so I wanted to invite you into a conversation of hope, a conversation of truly knowing that you are going through this divine process right now. Now, there's many entrepreneurs and business owners, I'm sure, listening into this who might be saying, well, Regan, this is really hard. And, I feel like maybe this is a time where the world's going into this recession and this is challenging and this is difficult. And again, I want you to know that we're in a time of actually massive expansion. And whether you expand or whether you contract is going to come down to your perception of what's going on and your capacity to tap into your own unique manifestation skills in order to tap into this, right? So you can't be in expansion and in contraction at the same time. It's impossible. You're either expanding into abundance, you're expanding into new possibilities, or you are contracting into scarcity, into lack, into fear, into doubt, into not enoughness, okay? And so I invite everyone here to really just take a moment to look at yourself and make a choice, because it starts with choosing that, I'm going to choose expansion. I'm going to choose right now abundance. I'm going to choose that in this time of great potential crisis and challenge, I'm able to tap and shift and transform this into great opportunity and great abundance and great change that we've all been wanting for so long. So this comes down to your own self-mastery. You might be saying, okay, awesome, I've made this choice. Now what do I do? This comes down to your own self-mastery journey, your own manifestation capacity. Step number one in this is to really anchor in and solidify, what is your vision? What do you vision for your own life and also for the planet? Because the more that you connect to your global and planetary mission, the deeper you can go into your own personal mission, and you begin to activate this deep coding of service, which allows you to truly show up in the greater field of abundance. So that's the first step. The second step is to then expand your capacity to receive. You can't receive that vision, that big, grand, powerful personal and planetary vision, if you don't expand your container and actually create space in order to hold everything that you're looking to call in, right? So we talked about in this beginning, you're going through this clearing and this purging process in order to create space for the new. How do you create space? You start connecting to the vision beyond your vision. You start tapping into that next step. You start dreaming and giving yourself permission to dream again, and really ask yourself, if my big vision was done, then what would I be connecting to? What would I be calling in? And you start breathing that and journaling that and meditating with that and praying with that and really going into a life force energy with that. Step number 3 is then to remove and clear and shift everything that has been blocking you or stopping you or limiting you or holding you back. If there's something that you desire to manifest in your own life or in the planet right now, then if it's not here right now, it means there are blocks and limitations holding you back from that. This is where you get really human with this and you ask yourself, what are my fears? What are my self-sabotage patterns? What are the belief systems which I've had, which have limited me and blocked me? What are the patterns where I've become so close to tapping into what I want and then I shift and I go somewhere else? Where am I feeling not good enough? And you get raw and real with this and you start realizing that you're in the driver's seat. And you actually get to choose that, okay, those limitations are no longer my reality. And instead, I choose to bring a higher version of myself to the table, which is step number 4. This is where you connect to the most powerful version of yourself. We don't get in life what we do receive who we are. So I invite you every day to connect with the higher version of yourself, the version of you that walks and talks and thinks and acts in a powerful way, in a way where you're deeply connected to your higher self and your guidance and your vision, and you show up and you breathe and you talk and you walk and you make decisions from the highest facet of yourself. And then the last piece, step number 5, which is so vital, is you must take massive aligned action in this process. It's not enough just to meditate in your home. It's not enough just to write in your pretty journal what you want to see. You've then got to act from this place. You've got to choose to show up and actually take the action that you desire to see in the world in order to shift this from the inside out. So I think that's about my 8 minutes. And I just wanted to give you guys permission to remember that we're in such a powerful time, such an expansive time. And if we really want to collectively anchor in this new shift, then that absolutely starts with us, and it starts with going within. I think that's me, Vicky.